welcome. Today we're going to talk about the war orphan who became a ballerina. It's Michaela DePrince. Let's watch here and then we'll come back.
When I first started to write my speech, I thought maybe I could give it a fairy tale kind of twist, but only because most people tell me that my life is a fairy tale. But I have to say, I strongly disagree. Yes, I got what I've always dreamt of, but I had to fight for it. I wasn't always called Michaela DePrince. My original name is Mabinti Bangura, and I was born in Sierra Leone, West Africa in 1995, 4 years after the bloody Civil War. This war would displace thousands of men. It would cause thousands of women and children to be raped. And over 50,000 people would be killed. My parents were among them. I was born with vitiligo, a skin condition.
Who became a ballerina? Michaela DePrince, she said, I went from being a war orphan to a ballerina. And the ballerina means she is a classical dancer. What did she say? She said, my uncle took me to the orphanage after my father was shot and my mother starved to death. He knew he'd never be able to get a bride price for me because of my vitiligo. There were 27 children in the orphanage, and we were numbered. Number 1 got the biggest portion of food and the best choice of clothes. Number 27 got the smallest portion of food and the leftover clothes. The aunties thought I was unlucky and evil because of my vitiligo. I was number 27. I was always dirty. They used to braid my hair too tightly because they wanted me to be in pain, and they told me I'd never be adopted. The only moments I was happy were because of my friend, who was also called Mabinti. So, who was also called Mabinti, it means that Michaela, her original name is Mabinti. Okay, Michaela DePrince is the ballerina that flies. Ballerina. How did Mabinti become number 27? Mabinti, of course, she is Michaela. So, she was the least favorite child at the orphanage, okay? Because of the skin disease that she has. And because of hair color too. Okay, the second question. Why did aunties dislike the prince? So in our selection, why the aunties disliked the prince? Because she had a skin condition, okay? Which is the vitiligo. Make it clear for you that aunties and uncles, they are not the brother or the sister of your dad, okay? They're not your real uncle, no. It means that they are the carers of the prince, okay? At the orphanage. Okay, another question here we say, in the war orphan who became a ballerina, what does the prince credit with inspiring her to become a ballerina? Who inspired her? It was a picture in a discarded magazine. Just a discarded magazine. Okay? She saw the picture of a ballerina and she liked to be like her. And Michaela DePrince, the war orphan who became a ballerina, how did DePrince feel at first when she learns of her mates' planned adoption? So she was upset by thoughts of being left behind. And Michaela DePrince, the war orphan who became a ballerina, how has DePrince realized her dream? Through hard work and practice. She practiced a lot to become a real ballerina. Okay? We have here a vocabulary word which is antagonism, okay? And as you see here in this sentence, Jared dealt with the bully's antagonism by ignoring her. So antagonism, it means hostile opposition. Hostile opposition. When somebody is dealing with you in a bad way, hostile way, not caring for you, this is, we call it antagonism. A refugee. Okay? So what does it mean, refugee, guys? So it's the person who has fled from an unsafe country, which is a country which may be having a war in it, or is having a trouble like floods, okay, or shortage of food. So he can go for another country. So we call him a refugee. Okay, so I really wish that you read this article, because this is an article, okay, and watch the video more than one time. Best wishes till we meet again. Thank you so much. Bye.